We got to copy this thing or what?
Yeah, 1 second. Welcome back to Mainstay Shorts, a series focused on the Indianapolis real estate insiders and what their day-to-day practices actually look like. In part 1 of The Art of Appraisal, we sat down with local appraiser Mimi Truex as she took us through her process and what you as an investor can do to best position your property to earn a higher evaluation. In today's video, we sit down with Mimi's completed appraisal for a property that Evan owns, and we dissect this document to show how she determined the value of this duplex.
So first things first, I always look at this front page. It often gets overlooked, and people are flying through it to find this end value. But this is an overlooked piece of it all. It tells me when the appraiser's been there to the property, like physically been, touched, smelled, existed at this asset. And in addition to that, it tells me where their office is or where they live or whatever. Right? If they work out of their house, it tells you their address. So if you got a property downtown or one of these gentrifying pockets of downtown, and this person's from Zionsville or Carmel or something like that, chances are they don't know any better. They don't exist there. They don't invest there. So you can kind of prepare yourself for something to be funky, and you can use that either against them or for them, one or the other. Here it is. This is what I've actually been waiting on. I was curious to see what you do here. These are our comps. One comp in Heron Morton, one comp in Fall Creek Place, one comp in Kennedy King, the other comp in Holy Cross. So she was sticking with the downtown neighborhoods, which is great. I know that property on Park, so that's frustrating to me. It's frustrating that she used that as a comparable when 2040 North Park had one of the sides that needed completely redone. So I had a comp used for me that one side was leased out and perfect and ready to rock and roll. And in 2040 North Park, because my brother was going to buy that duplex, needed a complete overhaul on one side. And he was going to rehab that and then live there. It looks like Mimi went in there and got the actual square footage on this too to make sure that she applies the correct price per square foot on the correct square footage and drives value as best she can that way.
Yeah, so again, just looking at the overall condition of it, do you have granite countertops? Do you have Formica countertops? The type of flooring you have, what appliances are here, looking at the overall size, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, those sorts of things. So, looks good. Looks good. I think we've got what we need here.
So I knew this. I had the rotted trim, and on one of these pictures here, one of the front facade of the building has a piece of rotted trim right there. And I wondered if that would play an account to kind of what we're doing here. But she noticed. The
rest of the house seems to be very solid and nothing major, no major issues that I saw or anything. So that's about it. Then I'm going to go out and try to find similar homes that have sold and make my adjustments.
Shy of that 2040 North Park duplex, I have no issues with this at all. This is overall a good appraisal in my opinion. I didn't even look to see what the value was on this, but I'd guess it's 250, 260. Absolutely nailed it. $260,000. Based on the sales comparison and based on the income approach to value is $255,000. So, man, back when we first started this, it was a really interesting time. Kind of going in blind, which was fun, but also, back when this whole virus thing was first getting started. So this is smack in the middle of that, the 16th of March. And then, going into it not knowing what to expect was interesting. But putting yourself in the position where you can see through the appraiser lens, down to, here's some deficiencies with my property. What can I do to clean that up, to make sure that she can see it in a better light and therefore boost the value. But really put yourself in their shoes and kind of walk a mile in them to better understand, again, kind of where they're at, what they're thinking. What they agree with, what they don't, was really, really interesting, and I think that's the grab from this. I think the value from this segment, this piece, Mimi's involvement whatsoever was, seeing through the appraiser's eyes.